I think that you need to stop making your journey about everybody else. Okay? I think that a lot of the times, because of human nature, a lot of our motivation comes from pain. A lot of our motivation and lessons come through pain. And I feel like because of that, we get caught up in needing to have ops and needing, just this narrative where somebody has to be right and somebody has to be wrong. But spirit don't see things that way. Spirit, like it's either gonna hurt or hinder your growth, and the whole point is to grow. Okay, so if you have this internal narrative of like, when you think back on your past and you feel like, oh, I'm getting irritated, let me calm down. And you just got this energy of like, okay, well, I'm on top now and they fumbled the bag and they fumbled me and they did this and they did that. No, this ain't got shit to do with them. This whole journey is internal. Every relationship is a reflection and it is a mirror. Both of these people are you. Okay, both of these people are you. You are here now because you were here then. Okay, you're in a better space now. Your environment is shifting now. Those relationships fell off when they did because of the work that you were doing internally. Okay, you chose to heal. Each situation, each connection, each loss, each did I say lesson? All of it was internal. It's all a mirror. It's all showing you what perspectives and things that you are dealing with internally that are keeping you from moving forward or keeping you from reaching your divine goal. Hopefully this is making sense, because the whole lore behind the Eight of Swords is the fact that this is self-imposed. This lady is not stuck. This rope is not tied. She can get loose whenever she wants to, but she's telling herself that she's stuck because she genuinely believes that. So you attract what you genuinely believe. So when you attracted those relationships that did not show you the love that you deserve, when you attracted them at the time that you attracted them, that's exactly what you thought you deserved. And you learned that you did not deserve that by attracting them and going through that experience with them, right? When you, let's say if it's a job, let's say it's a career, let's say you was in school for a certain thing, and through the process of going through that, you realize this career is not for me. That doesn't make that career bad. You realize this job site is not for me. That doesn't make the job site bad. That just makes it not for you, right? But you would not have known that if that relationship or that career or that degree hadn't shown you that. I think a lot of the times we judge these past versions of ourselves, and that can look like judging old friends, old relationships, old co-workers, but really you're just judging a version of yourself that put up with it, that connected to it, that tolerated it, that resonated with it. What's the saying? When you know better, you do better. But there is a time when you did not know better, so you couldn't do better. But now that you do, your environment can start to, your external can start to reflect your internal. I feel like I'm hoping this is making sense. Let me sit with it. Okay, because I was feeling like the message was choppy, and I'm like, okay, Spirit, what we getting at here? Essentially, I feel like Spirit is highlighting this or bringing this to our attention because there may be some things that you may be struggling with letting go of the past. And that's a problem because we are no longer in that cycle. We have moved into a new cycle, but it's kind of like trying to walk forward while looking back, right? That creates stumbling blocks. So I feel like Spirit is highlighting this because to offer some understanding, essentially. Because when we don't understand why this person moved like that, why did they not love me enough? Why did they fire me? Why? When you understand the why, then it's easier for you to make peace with it and make sense of it and move on. And so I feel like that's essentially why Spirit is highlighting the fact that these none of it was personal. None of it was personal. All of it was put in place in order for you to learn about yourself. If anything, you kind of need to be thanking them. That's the crazy part. Because again, if that relationship didn't fail, you would have, oh hi Birdie. If that relationship didn't fail, you wouldn't have known what you like and what you don't like. Again, if that job didn't fail, you wouldn't have known what career was for you and what was not for you, right? So I think Spirit is giving you the opportunity to understand why things had to happen the way that they did, so that you can move forward into your new cycle wholeheartedly, lightheartedly, and 2 feet in. And if you realize that you were not a victim in none of this, and your strength and your clarity came from this, then what is there really to be mad about? And while we're on the topic of thanking the past, Thank that past version of yourself who wanted better and who went through the fire in order to be better. That shit made me low-key a little bit emotional, because if you reflect back on this version of yourself that was scared, that was timid, that lacked self-love, that lacked boundaries, that was people-pleasing, and it's like all they wanted was to be better. And they had no idea what this journey was going to look like, but they stood 10 toes down until you emerged. So that's why I say, don't think back on this version of yourself with judgment or any of that. Like, thank them. Thank them. Because they did the work in order for you to be here. At this point, it's thank the past. Thank you for what it is that you taught me. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for refining me. Thank you for encouraging me and motivating me to do better, to continue to step forward. For giving me the courage. It's so much to thank the past for. That's kind of deep. That's real deep, to be honest. All right, now I feel like I can be done.